Jai Hind, dear students. Today we are moving to the next topic from the chapter Accounting for Partnership Firms Fundamentals. And today's topic is calculation of interest on capital and interest on drawings. I would like to give an instruction. This topic is very much important from the first chapter up to the chapters like partnership firm, accounting for partnership firm, admission of a partner, retirement and death of a partner, then dissolution of partnership firm. So remember, if you learn this concept here thoroughly, it will be an asset for you to calculate all these type of calculations in chapters like admission of a partner, retirement, death, and dissolution of partnership firm. So please be very careful while learning this topic. So first of all, I would like to move to the topic interest on capital. Interest on capital. Actually, interest on capital is an expense to the firm and it is an income to the partners. Whenever some amount of capital is invested in partnership firm, partners are eligible to get a certain percentage of interest on capital, and it will be noted in the partnership deed. Only if it is noted, then only we have to pay the interest on capital. So just read the passage. Interest on capital is paid to the partners as a compensation for their capital contribution to the firm. Interest on capital is an expense for the firm and gain for partners individually. Interest on capital is to be allowed to the partners only, that is the point you have to remember, only if the partnership deed provides for it. Only if it is written in the partnership deed, then only the firm have to pay interest on capital to the partners. The interest on capital is allowed considering three important factors. Every time the interest is calculated, interest on capital is calculated based on three factors like the rate of interest on capital, amount of capital invested, and the period for which the amount of capital is invested in the firm. Remember, a rate of interest on capital, amount of capital invested in the firm, and the period for which the amount is invested in the firm. So, we have to go through the different ways of calculating interest on capital. So, the first one is just remember the cases or the situations. The first situation is when there is no addition or withdrawal from capital during the year. We have learned in the capital account preparation. Two methods we have learned. There we noted there will be one initial amount of investment. Sometimes they will bring additional capital. Sometimes they withdraw capital permanently. So in this situation, when there is no addition, means when partners are not bringing any additional capital or they are not withdrawing any amount of capital, so what we have to do? It is very simple. We have to apply the equation amount of capital into rate by 100. That is the equation we have to apply. There is no additional capital or permanent withdrawal of capital. Remember, the first situation, there is no additional capital brought by the partner or no withdrawal from the amount of capital during the year. That means we have to calculate the interest on capital only for the initial amount of investment. So just look at this problem. Sadish and Ram are partners sharing profit and losses equally. So they are sharing profit and losses equally. But here in this question, the importance is very low for the equal sharing of profit. We have to concentrate on the amount of capital of each partner and percentage of the rate of interest on the capital. So their capital on 1st January 2013 were 25,000 and 30,000. 25,000 by Satish and 30,000 by Ram. Calculate interest on capital at 6% per annum for the amount of drawings. So remember how to calculate the interest. So here what we have to do? We have to look at the factors like the amount of capital introduced. The amount of capital introduced. So Sadish brought 25,000 and Ram bought 30,000. And also we told we have to look at the percentage or the rate of interest, 6%. And the period here, we have to look at the accounting period. The accounting period is from 1st January to 31st December. So no more confusion, we have to calculate the interest for whole year. So just look at here, interest on capital of Sadish is calculated like this. His amount of capital 25,000 into rate. Rate is common for both the partner. So 25,000 into 6 by 100, we will get the amount 1,100. Also interest on capital of Ram 30,000 into 6 by 100 is equal to 1,800. I think you are remembering where we have to record this amount. Did you remembering where we have to record this amount? I hope you are remembering that it is recorded on the credit side of partner's capital. Interest on, we will write by interest on capital, then we will write on Sadish column 1,500 and Ram 1,800. So it is one of the simplest method of calculating interest on capital. And when there is no additional capital introduced or any amount of withdrawal made by the partners. Hope this area is very clear. Moving to the next area, that is second situation. When there is additional capital from the partners. So when the partners are bringing additional capital, we have to concentrate on factor, very important factor. When the partners are bringing the additional capital, we have to look at the date on which the partners are bringing additional capital. So normally the firm will not pay whole year's interest when the partners are bringing amount in between the accounting period. Only they will pay, or we have to pay interest on capital for the amounts from which date they are bringing and up to the end of the accounting period. So just look at this problem. Remember the concept. When they are bringing additional capital, we have to pay interest only for the period from which they are bringing capital and up to the end of that particular accounting period. So it will be very clear from this problem. Just read the question very carefully. Santosh and Raju started partnership business on 1st January by contributing 50,000 and 40,000 as initial capital. During the year 2010, Santosh introduced rupees 15,000 as additional capital on 1st June and Raju introduced rupees 10,000 on 1st August. So the additional capital brought by each partner is on different periods. So the interest on capital is allowed 6% per annum. Accounts are closed on 31st December. That means the accounting period is from 1st January to 31st December. Calculate interest on capital to be allowed for Santosh and Raju during the accounting year 2010. So here we have to calculate interest on capital of Santosh and Raju separately. Let us look at the solution. So calculation of interest on capital of Santosh. First we have to calculate the amount of interest for the initial capital. So his initial capital is 50,000. 50,000 into the rate by 100. 50,000 into 6 by 100, 3,000. And next we have to calculate the interest on capital of Santosh for the additional capital introduced. For the additional capital introduced. So then by adding these amounts only we will get the total interest on capital. So we have to calculate the interest separately for the initial capital and the additional capital. So how to calculate the interest on capital for additional amount? So 25,000 and it is introduced on 1st July. It is introduced on 1st June. Okay, sorry, 1st June. So Santosh introduced on 1st June and Raju introduced on 1st August, 1st June. So we have to calculate the. So we are moving to the solution of the question. Here we have to be very careful. First we are calculating interest on capital of Santosh. So how to calculate? Here we are calculating interest on capital of Santosh, and it is for the initial capital 50,000 first. First we are calculating the interest for initial amount of capital 50,000 into 6 by 100, 3,000. Once again just repeating 50,000 into rate by 100, 3,000. Then we have to find out the interest for additional amount of capital. At that time we have to be very careful. We have to calculate the months for which we have to pay the interest. Means the firm have to pay interest to the partners. So how we are getting the 7 months? Actually this additional capital is introduced on 1st June, not from 1st January. So we have to pay, the firm have to pay interest only from 1st June to 31st December. So 1st June, then July, August, September, October, November and December. So total months is 7. So look at this, how we are calculating 15,000 into rate by 100 into that 7 months for which we have to pay the interest 7 by 12. So we are getting the amount 5 to 5 and we have to calculate total interest on capital of Santosh 3,000 plus the interest for additional 5 to 5. So 3,525. Next we are calculating the interest on capital of Raju. Interest on capital of Raju. So interest on capital of Raju. First we have to calculate for the initial amount 40,000 into 6 by 100. Like the same, we will get 2,400. Then for the additional capital, it is brought in the 1st August. So August, September, October, November, December. So we are giving, the firm is giving interest on capital only for 5 months. 6% of 10,000. 10,000 into 6 by 100 into 5 by 12. So we will get 250 and the total interest on capital is 2,400 plus 250. 2,650. Here I would like to say one more thing. When the partners are bringing additional capital, the interest is added to the initial capital's interest. So you just think logically. Suppose Santosh is withdrawing some amount, 5,000 on 1st November. What we have to do? So keep in mind, we have to calculate the interest like 5,000 into 6 by 100 into 2 by 12, and whatever may be the amount, we have to deduct the amount from the total interest on capital of Santosh. Just remember once again, suppose Santosh is withdrawing rupees 5,000. 5,000 on 1st November. What we have to do? He is withdrawing the amount permanently. What we have to do? 5,000 into 6 by 100 into 2 by 12, because November, December, 1st November he is withdrawing. So find the amount and deduct it from this amount. Okay, so we will get the total interest on capital after adjusting the drawings also, permanent drawings. So this is another situation where we have to calculate the interest on capital. Next, we are moving to the calculation of interest on capital if opening balance of interest on capital is not given. So remember one more point in your mind. Interest on capital is calculated on the opening capital amount, opening amount of capital, not in the closing capital amount or the amount of capital at the end of the year. Every time we are calculating the interest on capital for the opening capital amount, the opening balance of capital account of the partners. So what we have to do, it is sometimes you be difficult, but it is very easy. So in these type of cases, the question will include the whole details regarding the amount of drawings made by the partner, interest on drawings by the partner, share of profit or loss during the year earned by the partner, and also the balance of partner's capital at the end of the year. Balance of partner's capital at the end of the year. At that time, what we have to do, that is shown in this explanation. Just read it carefully. So what we have to do, we have to find out the opening capital. We have to find out the opening capital, maybe by drawing on statement or through calculation. We have to find out the amount of opening balance of capital. So in this case, we have to calculate the opening capital. For this, we should add the items. We should add the items such as drawings, interest on drawings, and share of loss. To which amount? The amount of capital at the end of the year. So in question there will be, it is clearly written capital, amount of capital at the end of the year. With that amount, we have to add the amount of drawings, interest on drawings, and share of loss. And also we have to subtract items such as partner's salary, commission, share of profit, additional capital. So we have to deduct partner's salary. You know very well what are the concept: partner's salary, commission, share of profit, additional capital. So the final output will be opening balance of capital. Final output will be opening balance of capital. So with the closing year's capital, we have to add interest on drawings and share of loss, and we have to deduct partner's salary, commission, share of profit. Share of profit means the share of profit in profit and loss appropriation, and also the additional capital introduced. Let us look at how to calculate from this problem. So Asha and Deepa are partners in a textile business. Their capital at the end of the year were 45,000 and 30,000. Just read the sentence again. Capital at the end of the year 45,000 and 30,000. So we have to find out the opening capital. Just remember the explanation. What are the items to be added and deducted? So we have to add some items with the 45,000 and also we have to deduct. So their capital at the end of the year is given, and during the year 2012, Asha's drawings and Deepa's drawings. Asha's 6,000, Deepa 7,000 respectively. And their interest on drawings, Asha 300 and Deepa 200. Asha had been given credited with a salary of 2,500. So Asha is getting a salary of 2,500. We have to deduct. The drawings amount and interest on drawings amount will be added with their closing capital. We have to deduct Asha's salary, Deva's commission also here. Deva's commission is here. So it will be deducted. The amount of salary and commission will be deducted separately. Also, profit during the year after making the above mentioned adjustment were 20,000. Calculate interest on capital. So the profit is given, but the point you have to remember here, nothing is mentioned about the profit sharing ratio. Nothing is mentioned about the profit sharing ratio. We have to share the profit between two partners when we calculate opening capital of Asha and Deepa separately. We have to separate the amount of profit. Here, no ratio is given, like 2 is to 1 or 3 is to 1, 4 is to 5. No ratio is given. So, what we have to do in the absence of partnership deed, profit will be shared. How the profit will be shared? Equally. Remember the point. So it is hidden. It is hidden in this question, but we have to share the profit 20,000 equally. So calculate interest on capital at the rate of 6% for the year ending 31st December 2012. So we have to calculate interest on capital of Asha and Deepa separately. First, we have to look at how to calculate Asha's capital. So the capital of Asha at the end of the year 45,000. Drawings of Asha 6,000. Interest on drawings of Asha 300. So we have to add all the amounts of drawings and interest on drawings of Asha with her closing capital 45,000. So we will get 51,300. Then we have to adjust more items. We have to deduct her salary 2,500. Also her share of profit. Here is the thing what I told. 20,000 is the total share of profit. No profit sharing ratio is mentioned in the question. So we have to calculate like this. 20,000 into 1 by 2. How 1 by 2 comes? Equal ratio. They are sharing equal ratio. 1 is to 1. So 1 plus 1, 2. So her share 1 by 2. They are getting equally 20,000. Half of the 20,000 is 10,000. After deducting these two items from 51,300, we will get 38,800. So that is capital in the beginning of the year. Capital in the beginning of the year. Just think about while you are Asha, what you have to do, how you will find out the initial amount of capital. So we will get 38,800. Then we will calculate interest on capital of Asha. 38,800 into 6 by 100. The amount is 2,328. Hope this area is very clear. So we have to calculate interest on capital of Deepa also. So like the same, capital at the end of the year is given in the question 30,000. Drawings added 7,000. Interest on drawings added 200. We have to deduct. So we will get the amount 37,200. We have to deduct commission 4,000 and her share of profit the half 10,000. So after deducting these amounts, we will get 23,200 as initial capital at the beginning of the year. So interest on capital is equal to 23,200 into 6 by 100, 1,392. So remember, in the third case, we learned how to calculate the interest on capital if the capital at the beginning of the year is not given. And in that question, only capital at the end of the year is given, what we have to do. So please remember these three situations while calculating interest on capital. Please watch all these sections again and again. So these all are regarding the calculation of interest on capital of partners. We are moving to the next topic. Friends, we are moving to the next section, calculation of interest on drawings. Calculation of interest on drawings. So also this topic is much similar to the calculation of interest on capital, but we have to be very careful. So you have to remember interest on capital is an expense to the firm, interest on drawings is an income to the firm. How? When the partners are withdrawing amounts for personal use, not permanently, for personal use, maybe in the form of cash or in the form of asset, goods, then partners have to pay certain rate of interest to the firm. So firm is getting cash. So that is why I told it is an income. So remember, interest is to be charged on the withdrawals made by the partners if it has been specially mentioned in the partnership deed. So we have to remember, if there is no partnership deed, no need to pay interest on drawings by the partners. But if it is mentioned very clearly, written very clearly in the partnership deed, partners have to pay 10% interest on drawings. At that time, they have to pay the interest on drawings. So interest on drawings is an income for the firm and an expense to each partner. So in this area, first we have to learn two simple methods for calculating interest on capital. Before that, the amount of interest made by the drawings made by the partner is given in the question. What to do? So amount of withdrawal, rate of interest and date of withdrawal is given. What we have to do? That is the first situation. Amount of withdrawal is given, rate of interest is given, and the date of withdrawal is given. How to calculate the interest on drawings, that we have to learn. Simple method. One problem is here. So year end of a firm, 31st December, Rahul, a partner, withdraws 5,000 on 1st July. Calculate the interest on drawings at 8% per annum. So the accounting year is from 1st January to 31st December. Rahul on partner withdraws 5,000 and it is withdrawn on 1st July. Interest on drawings is rate is 8% per annum. So remember, amount is given 5,000, rate of interest is 8% and the date of withdrawal is 1st July. So what is the amount of interest on drawings? We have to calculate. Just look at the solution. In this way, we have to calculate interest on drawings is equal to 5,000 into 8 by 100 into 6 by 12. How we are getting 6? Why? Because the amount of drawings the partner have to pay from which debt he or she withdrawn. So 1st July is the debt. So July, August, September, October, November and December, 6 months. So 5,000 into 8 by 100 into 6 by 12, we will get 525 as the answer. So this is the simplest method of calculating interest on drawings. Remember the amount of drawings into rate by 100 into the period. Period means the month divided by 12. From which month up to the end of the accounting period. From which month the partner withdraws the amount up to the end of the accounting period is the month. So 6 months is the duration the partner have to pay interest to the firm during that particular accounting year. So here it is very clearly given when the amount of drawing is given and also the rate and the date of withdrawal is given. Just look at the next situation. Date of withdrawal not given. Date of withdrawal not given, but amount of drawing and rate of interest is given. Very critical question. You have to use your brain very clearly. In this question, the date of withdrawal is not given. So, what we have to do? If the date of withdrawal is not given, it is not possible to fix the amount, calculate the amount for which the partner have to pay interest. So, here is one important point. Just read the paragraph. If the date of drawing is not given, it may be assumed that drawings were made evenly throughout the year. That means they are withdrawn the amount throughout the year evenly. And in such a case, interest should be calculated for 6 months on the whole amount. Interest will be calculated for the whole amount and the period will be 6 months. 6 months means 6 by 12. And remember, if the date of withdrawal is not given, you have to take the period as 6 by 12. So just look at this problem. Raghav is a partner, withdraws rupees 7,000 in a year and interest is chargeable on drawings at 12% per annum. Calculate interest on drawings. And in this question, nothing is mentioned about on which day the drawing is made. So what we have to do? So interest on drawing is equal to the amount of drawings 7,000 into rate 12 by 100 and as per the point we will take the period. We have to take the average period as 6 by 12. 6 by 12. Remember, if the date of withdrawal is not given, we have to multiply 6 by 12. Okay, so interest on drawing is equal to the amount of drawing is into a rate of drawing 12 by 100 into the 6 months, the period, average period 6 by 12. So this is the way we have to calculate the interest on capital when the amount withdrawn that is not given. Hope the idea is very clear. Here in the third case, we are going to learn two different methods. What I told earlier, the simple method and the product method. So what is the case? What is the situation? When different amounts withdrawn at different intervals. When different amounts withdrawn at different intervals. Like on June 5,000, July 8,000, October 10,000, like that. Suppose a partner is withdrawing like that, how to calculate the interest on capital? So we can use two methods. The date of drawings and different amounts withdrawn are clearly stated. The interest may be calculated with the help of simple method or product method. We just look at the two methods with the help of the following problems. So first of all, we have to learn how to calculate the amount in simple method. So in this method, interest on drawing is calculated on each amount of drawings. We will calculate the interest on drawings for each amount separately After that, we will find out the total by adding all amount of interest. So what is the formula? What is the formula for calculating interest on drawings? Amount of drawings into rate by 100 into months divided by 12. What is the month? Just remember the previous methods, previous cases. So let us look at this problem, how to calculate the interest. So in this question, Rajan, a partner in a firm, withdraws the following amounts during the year. February 2000, May 5000, June 2000, October 6000, December 2000. The interest on drawings is to be charged 15% per annum, assuming the accounting year closes on December 31st. That means from 1st January to December 31st. Calculate the interest on drawings chargeable to the partner. So, look at this question. The Rajan, a partner, is withdrawn different amounts during the accounting year. So, how to calculate the interest on drawings? Look at this table. It is very easy to calculate by drawing on table. So, what is the first column? Date, then amount of drawings, period, and interest. So, these two items are given in the question. How to calculate the period? Period in the sense, period for which the partner have to pay interest to the firm. Period for which, from which date up to which date, or from which month up to which month, that will give you the answer. So, first drawing is made on February 1st. So, what is the remaining number of months in that accounting year? So, you know, 1st January to 31st December is the accounting year. So, 1st January, here the drawing is made on 1st February. So, from 1st February to December, 11 months are there. 11 months are there. Like the same, May 1st, from May 1st to 31st December, 8 months. 30 June, 30 June means 1st July, 1st July to December 31st, 6 months. 31st October, 31st October means 1st November, remaining months are November and December, 2 months. And December 31st. December 31st means the last day he withdrawn 2000. So 0 is the period. Why? Because the accounting period close on 31st December. Suppose it is 1st December, the period will be 1 month. So 0 is the period. So let us look at how to calculate the interest on capital. So remember the equation. Remember the equation. Amount of drawings into rate by 100 into month by 12. You can think month or period. Month or period. So the amount of drawings 2000 into 15 by 100 rate into the month by 12. Month means 11 by 12, 275. Again, May 5000 into rate 15 by 100 into 8 by 12, 500. June 2000 into 15 by 100 into 6 by 12, 150. 6000 into 5 by 100 into 2 by 12, 150. 2000 into 15 by 100 into 0 by 12, 0. Just add these totals, 275, 500 plus 150 plus 150, you will get the answer 1075. So this is the simple method, simple method when the partner is withdrawing different amounts in the accounting period. So let us look at the next case, product method. Just similar to simple method, product method includes different steps like the same. We have to create on table. Look at this different points. Calculate the time period between the date of withdrawal and the date of closing accounts. That means the calculation of period. Here we are multiplying the amount of drawings with the period. multiplying the amount of drawings with the period, then adding up the various products, then calculation of the interest. Here we have to remember one equation. I didn't written here. Remember the equation. Interest on drawing is equal to the total period. Total period sum of the products into rate of interest by 100, and the period will be 1 by 12, not 6 by 12. The equation is sum of products into rate of interest divided by 100 into 1 by 12, not 6 by 12 or the 11 by 12 or 8 by 12 or 6 by 12. The 1 by 12 is permanent. So let us look at the same question. Rajan withdraws different amounts and the rate is 15%. Same question we have solved in simple method. Just look at the solution. First three columns are similar. Date, amount, period. What is the difference? Here in simple method we have used the interest, used to calculate the interest. But here we are calculating the product. The method name is product method. So we are calculating the product. How to calculate the product? Just simple 2000 amount into period 11, 22,000, 5,000 into 8, 40,000, 2,000 into 6, 12,000, 6,000 into 2, 12,000, 2,000 into 0, 0. So find out the product first by multiplying the amount of drawings with the period. Then find out the total product, sum of products, 22,000 plus 40,000 plus 12,000, 12,000. Then we will get 86,000. Then we have to calculate the interest on drawings by applying the equation sum of product 86,000 into rate by 100, 15 by 100 into the average period 1 by 12. So we will get the same answer. We will get the same amount of interest on drawings in the simple method. Just look at this amount. So these are the two methods and three situations in the calculation of interest on drawings. Again, we have to learn more regarding interest on drawings in the next classes. Next video lesson we will learn more in detail when interest on drawing is made in the beginning of the month, end of the month. I mean related to monthly drawings. If the drawing is made quarterly, so we have to learn more regarding interest on drawings. Now I am stopping here. Just watch the video again and again. Do maximum problems. Develop your own concepts. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your patience. Any doubts regarding these areas, please ask to me in the comment box or through chat. Thank you so much.